or laugh.
Sofa survivors. Sofa survivors. Sofa survivors. Boo, ba-doo, boo, boo, boo. And we're
Womp.
back, you guys. WAP Sofa survivors. Fuck yes. We made it. We made it. We made it to the ninth episode of season 50. This particular episode is called I Deserve All of This. And it feels good to be back, you guys. I felt like this is a good episode. I think we're gonna have a good time talking through it. I will
I
go ahead
think
and
this was the best episode of the season so
so
far.
far, yeah. Best episode of the season so far. I will go ahead and say that my notes might get a little sloppy at the end of this episode, just because a lot of the drama shit happened at the beginning of the episode. So my notes are better at the beginning. They get kind of worse at the end because it's not as notable in my opinion. But
Yep.
let's fucking dive in. Who gives a shit? Am I right, people? So here we go. Who we got left on this tribe, Mike? You think you can name them all?
Okay.
There's
Devins.
11 players. 11. So you just got one of
Okay.
11, 10 left.
Devins, Emily, Christian,
Yep.
Suri,
Yep.
Ozzy,
Mhm.
Rizzo,
Mhm.
Joe,
Mhm.
Tiffany,
Mhm.
Stephanie,
Yep. Two more.
Aubrey.
Yep.
I'm missing one.
You're gonna kick yourself if you can't figure this out. 5, 4,
Uh,
3,
um,
2,
it's
1. Time is up. It is your man Jonathan.
shut the fuck up. I didn't say his name.
Didn't say Jonathan. You said everybody else but
Oh, that's okay. Wow. I thought I said him first.
you
Besides
said
Devins. I thought I
Devins.
said Devins and then Jonathan.
Devins, Emily, Christian were your three
Damn. Okay.
first
Wow. I
names.
forgot my big titty boy. I'm so
I'm
sorry, Jonathan.
I am just as surprised as you are.
Yeah. My God. I should probably see a doctor.
Yeah. Something is
I'm
wrong.
sundowning. I'm
Yeah.
sundowning.
Anyway, so let's fucking dive in, shall we? So the people that we have that are gone at this point, it's Jenna, Kyle, Savannah, Mike White, Q, Angelina, Charlie, Genevieve, Camilla, Colby, D, Chrissy, and Benjamin Wade, aka Coach. They're all gone. There's 11 players left. And where we left off, Devon's found an idol, supposedly, at Tribal. Steph questions Devon's about that idol, and he says he didn't play it because it has to be snuck out of Tribal. Devons then tells Emily that it's a fake idol and that he planted it there. Which initially I was like, "What the fuck? You're telling that girl? She's gonna tell the world." But I guess,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't really know Emily's reputation that much, but that's what everyone keeps saying.
yeah.
So
I mean, this entire season, that's what she's been doing. So I don't know. Joe, Steph, and Jonathan are in the minority, and Steph's kind of pissed about it and says she's gonna play it cool. She's gonna baby face them, and then she's gonna slit their throats, is what she says.
I was, oh my God, Steph, my
Yeah,
girl,
Steph's kind of
real aggressive,
savage.
real aggressive out there.
Morning comes. It's day 17 over on the island of Fiji. And Rizzo tells Ozzy how great it is that their idols are seen as old news now because Devon's idol is new news. And he's Devon's now has a big target on his back. Everybody's saying that Devon's is target numero uno.
Yeah, based on his performance at the last tribal, I would definitely understand that. What kills me though in this scene in particular though is the red knee highs from Rizzo.
Oh, yeah, the knee high or the compression socks. I mentioned those when I see him again later, but I thought they were ridiculous,
Wild behavior, Rizzo. Wild.
crazy, crazy shit. So, and then right after this, Suri kind of breaks down her social game thus far. And I also broke it down for the people just so we can take a second to talk about how great Suri is at the social aspect of the game that we call Survivor. So
Well,
far,
it's
she's
also like everyone just seems to like organically trust Suri, which is fine. Like her spirit, her vibe just seems to be that way. She gives like sage auntie at the cookout vibes.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
for
So
sure.
like I I just see like her she doesn't really have to do much because she's just like naturally so good. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but, like, she says all the right things. She says it all
Yeah.
cool, like, she the whole time. Like, this episode in particular was a fucking masterclass whenever anybody came up to talk to Suri. She mastermind every conversation to a T. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So Suri's social game thus far, she's closest to Ozzy and Rizzo, 2 idols.
What
She's
does she
also
call
working
him? The Wizard
the
of
Rizzard
the Wizard
of
Of
Oz.
yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Cerise's Rizzard of Oz is what they call it.
Yeah.
She's also working with the original Sela tribe, which is Devon's, Christian, and Emily. So that right there is already 6 votes, including Suri. Okay. She's also got an understanding with Joe, Steph, and Jonathan. And you see it when Joe comes to talk to Suri. You see it when Jonathan comes to talk to Suri. Steph, not so much, but she's part of it, no doubt.
Oh, no, like in the episode where they were like geeking and she's like, "You bitch, you tell me you got the idol,
Oh,
whatever."
that's right. Yeah, that's
Like,
right. I forgot about that.
and then there's no way that Tiffany would ever vote for Cerie. So like Cerie is
Yeah,
chilling.
Tiff as well. Yeah, so that's 10 of 11 votes, and that 11th person is Aubrey.
Yeah,
Like,
Cerie is
crazy,
chilling.
crazy. And it is so funny because Dee literally was like, early on, she's like, "You gotta vote Suri out if you have a chance. Trust me." That's what her friends told her. So, Suri's sitting pretty, but the people around her are also vultures. They're also savages. They also understand the game. They know what's going on. But Suri's it's a masterclass by Suri. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Um, Aubrey wants to distance herself from Devons and befriends Jonathan, and they align pretty quick. And Jonathan's like, "Oh, they would never guess that we would be working together." Ha 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 ha. Mwahahaha. So whatever. I like them as a duo. I think that's a fun little secret alliance that they got. But in this day and age, with these returning Survivor players, everybody is pretty much aligned with everybody and also not aligned with everybody. So it's not
Yeah,
that big of a deal that
yeah.
this little alliance, quote unquote, happened. And Jonathan is so clearly willing to just like lie, you know.
Oh,
Um,
all of them. The only person that like doesn't
Joe,
seem so yeah, who doesn't seem so quickly to just like abandon alliances is Joe. Everybody
Joe's
else
like
is like
it's
like how
crazy. Um, and then Devins and Joe have an awkward little chat where Devins tries to like egg on Joe to start some drama, and Joe's just like, "Nah, I'm not gonna take that bait. It's cool, homie." It's just really weird energy from Devins. Really, really weird energy. And like
he's
it
he's
it
definitely trying
feels
really
it
hard.
feels like production plant type shit to me. Like the way that he's acting to Joe, it like you could argue maybe Devins is just trying to have fun about it or whatever the fuck. He's it 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 doesn't seem natural. It doesn't seem like genuine energy coming from Devins. And respect to Joe, like, I have been shit talking Joe a lot, and he gained a lot of my respect with how he handled this situation, even though, like, we want the drama on this show.
Mhm.
It didn't seem like genuine drama, and I respect that he didn't take the bait.
Yeah. I see that.
Uh,
I see your point.
so shout out Joe, truly.
Shout out Joe. Did not
Yeah,
expect to hear that this
I'm
episode.
shouting him out. Respect. Jonathan doesn't trust Christian, and Christian just offers his shot in the dark to Jonathan. What in the fuck? Why? Why, Christian?
'Cause he did it for Ozzy or some shit, right? And he's
Well,
like,
yeah, he did it for Ozzy, but the only reason he did it for Ozzy is because Ozzy asked him to.
"Yep."
Ozzy literally said, "In order for us to build trust." Just because it works for Ozzy doesn't mean it's gonna work for Jonathan. And Jonathan, like, if Jonathan wanted to build trust, he would say, "In order for you to trust me, you gotta do this." Or Christian should have hit him with, "What can I do for you to trust me?" That shot in the dark is such like a last ditch effort that you don't just wanna give it up, in my opinion. You don't. Early game, fine. With Ozzy, fine. 10 players left, 11 players left. Don't give up the shot in the dark. Don't do it.
Yeah, I I just yeah, for the way Christian was playing too, where he was just kind of doing anything and anything, really, yeah, it was not the right idea.
Yeah, and, like, I noted in this moment when he does this, it seemed like Christian seems more worried about getting liked, like, being liked rather than, like, being voted out. Like, he would rather Jonathan like him 'cause if he
Yeah.
wanted a chance to stay, he would keep his shot in the dark. He wouldn't offer it. And I just felt I'm getting very disgenuine vibes from Christian this episode, personally. Could be how production's painting it. Um,
Yeah. I
but
there there was a story for him this episode, that's very clear, but I yeah, I don't know. I don't really know where, like, my thoughts on him fully yet.
yeah, and, like, at this point, I feel like Christian isn't, like, on the hot seat at this point of the show. And what
Not
I'm
at
trying
this
to
point.
Yeah, and so what I'm trying to understand is why then does Christian then go to Cirie with Devons and try to throw Ozzy's name out as,
That
like, a
was
target?
wild. That was
I
wild.
didn't, and this is before immunity challenge.
Right.
All of these things are happening before any of these things have happened.
Yeah.
And
It
so I literally wrote,
that didn't make sense to me. I didn't understand that from him. Like, he literally would go like, at least how it was shown on the show. I don't know how much time lapsed between conversations, but it literally just seems like he was like, "I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm gonna say this person. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna say this person." But and then immediately those 2 are gonna talk to each other and say how shady I was in these 2 brief conversations.
and, like, my exact words that I wrote down, and I don't think I fully realized this the first watch, but on the second watch, I just wrote, "I guess at this point, I'm wondering why we are doing this part of the episode before the immunity challenge. Like, why is it all this why are we doing all this gameplay before we've even done we don't know who's gonna be immune yet. Christian could be immune, Ozzy could be immune. Why are we playing this thing before?" And if Christian chose not to play so hard early, him losing what happens to him later in the episode might not affect him as much as it ends up affecting him.
See, you know what have benefited Christian is if they were actually having to hunt for food and build shelters and try to navigate storms and crazy shit. But
Yeah,
instead,
maybe.
it's all just a super social game.
Yeah, it's very controlled.
And that's when like they were saying like when they got rice later in this episode, I was calling bullshit.
Let's talk about him. We're gonna get there very soon, I
Yeah,
think.
we'll get their listener, but I call
Um,
bullshit.
so yeah, so Suri then tells Ozzy right after about how Christian tried to put his name out there, and Ozzy just can't control himself. He's like, "That motherfucker, we got him." And Suri's like, "Yo, play coy, play fucking coy. Like, wipe that smirk off your mouth. Wipe that
Right.
smirk off your mouth."
Get
And
that
and
smile off your
it's
face.
just Suri gold is how she controls that, and like Calm down now, boy. Calm down. Calm down,
I'm
little
telling you,
man."
she is the sage auntie at the cookout who has the best mac and cheese recipe.
And for real. And then also Christian put Jonathan's name out there with Ozzy. He's like either Ozzy or Jonathan. He's just like, "Not me," type of thing.
Mhm.
And Surreal tells Jonathan too, right then and there. And then Jonathan does this huge smirk. He's like, "Oh, I fucking can't wait to get his ass." And Cerise's like, "I will punch you if you look like that." Like, literally her
Right.
like, she just knows exactly what to say to who, right at that moment, and just like a little nudge that pokes at them in a way that's fun and good for them, but also, like, kinda putting them in their place at the same time too, and it is fantastic.
Mhm.
Controlling the game, Cerie, respect.
Yeah, I have no notes, like, this woman is killing it.
Yeah. Great job, girl. Individual immunity challenge. So this is a pretty crazy this is a classic challenge. Seen it a bunch of times. It's a good one. So you hold on to a handle connected to a bucket containing 25% of your pre-game body weight. As your hands fatigue, that bucket will lower, and when it drops, you're out. The last person standing wins immunity. Okay.
Pretty simple.
It is a solid challenge. It's very Survivor. I like the ones where they have to do stuff for a long period of time. I do feel like it's, a good challenge and it really tests people's mental strength along with physical as well. I also like this challenge a lot because of the 25% body weight thing. I think that that is fair for every single player. I do not think that there is a player that is not fair for. If you're a smaller, lighter player, you simply have less weight to carry. There is no advantage except for that some players just have more muscles than others, but that once again, that doesn't matter because the weight is it's fair. I love that. I
Right.
love that about
Everything's
this challenge.
proportionate. Yeah.
Um,
Equity, baby, equity. No, equality.
it's
Equity's equality is proportion,
all
right?
good, man.
I don't know.
We'll figure that out on our finance podcast when we get there.
Thank you.
Um, Jeff says if 5 players sit out at this challenge, if they give it up, he'll exchange it for rice, and he teases him with him, and he goes, "Just kidding. The fans actually voted that you must earn your rice this season. You have to earn it."
Oh my god.
He says, "So sitting out is sacrificing, but it's not quite earning," which I half agree with. I think that sacrifices sometimes you have to sacrifice things in order to earn. Like I half agree with you, Jeff. Not fully though. So Jeff says instead, 5 players must make a side bet against Jeff and beat him at this challenge.
Dun
Fun
dun dun.
twist. That's a fun twist. For the fans, let's just be honest. The fans would love to see Jeff partake in a challenge. We haven't seen it in 25 years, 50 seasons. He's never taken part in a challenge.
Really? Ever?
It was cool.
Okay.
I
I didn't know
respect
that.
it. We need
Well, I mean,
Jeff
they
to
said
do it
that, but
before he physically is unable to. So, glad
yeah,
he got to do it.
he is getting old. How old is Jeff?
He's
Do you
gotta be
know?
like my guess is hopefully 60.
I'm guessing he's 62. He's 64.
Yeah. 64, looks like he could be 50, a lot of work done. Um,
A lot of time in the sun,
yeah.
and I think that's what's getting him.
So, yeah, so 5 players have to beat Jeff in the challenge, but then they negotiate. Jonathan's like, "What about 4 players?" And Jeff's like, "Fine." And Jonathan makes a little funny joke. He's like, "Jeff, I've been wanting to beat you at something ever since I met you, Mr. Jeff."
I tell you what, Mr. Jeff.
So the 4 players that Mr. Jeff has to beat are Tiff, Ozzy, Joe, and Jonathan. Perfect. I believe Tiff and Joe have done this challenge before. Joe was 1 minute away from holding the record, and the guy that holds the record is like bigger than Jonathan. Okay, he's fucking massive.
Oh, shit, okay.
He's insane.
What
He's
was his
got to be
name?
like
I'm Googling.
David.
Survivor David Bucket.
I believe he's huge. He's gotta be like 6'7", 6'8", jacked.
Oh, shit, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like,
see that.
Jonathan's a beast, but this guy's like a freak of nature tall too, on top of having muscle.
Yeah, he's definitely giving bodybuilder specimen energy.
Yeah,
Good for
crazy.
him. Good for you, David. Would smash.
Um, so yeah, so this is not smash away, Mike, smash away.
Thank you. Did I did
Um,
I did I bother your flow with my
no,
smashing?
not at all. I just wanted to I just didn't have, like, a transition, so I just figured, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna get going."
No, that's
Um,
fair.
so so this challenge, good challenge, not entertaining challenge. Not an entertaining challenge, but good challenge, no doubt. And it makes it
Yeah,
more
not very
entertaining that
dynamic.
yeah, makes it more entertaining that Jeff's a part of it. One thing I don't totally love about this challenge, even though it is fair based on body type or based on like the weight and muscle thing, it's not really fair, I think, for Aubrey, Christian, Devins, people that just don't have physical strength. And I would like to see a fucking challenge with everybody that has nothing to do with physical strength.
Yeah.
Okay. Personal
Yeah,
opinion.
that would be
But
nice. I think we'll
whatever.
get there.
Whatever. It's fine. I'm not upset about it really. I'm just looking for something to talk about.
I'm surprised that I'm sure Jeff got to choose which challenge he would participate in. I'm sup
For sure.
I guess I guess I was curious, and I would love to know, like, his thinking about why he chose this one.
He probably works out. He probably thinks, I could probably step in on it and hold my
How hard
own.
is it to hold a bucket, right? I don't have
He
to
well,
run an
he's
obstacle course.
well, he could probably crunch the numbers and he's probably like, I could probably beat, you know, like it what it came down to is there were like 2 or 3 people more that he would have had to beat, but he like I think that it was a fair challenge for him. Like it couldn't have been anything that was too physical, but something that's physical nonetheless. Like it couldn't have been like, all right, I'm gonna step in and do this puzzle with you. Like I don't think it could have been
Right.
something like that.
Okay.
Um, so who's the first to drop, Mike? Do you remember who dropped first?
Rizzo, right?
Rizgod, the Riz God.
Yeah, because
Um,
they made a comment about how Jeff, like, couldn't, do his hosting while he was doing the challenge, so I feel like Rizzo dropped down, he's like, "This is my chance." And then immediately Devins followed after, I think, or, like, a couple
yeah,
seconds after, because I think
of course he did.
Rizzo asked Jeff, like, 2 questions, and you can partially see on Jeff's face, he's like, "Oh, fuck this kid." So then Devins was like, "Alright, I'm dropping, we're gonna save the show for a minute."
Yeah, I couldn't like Rizzo is so skinny. There had to be like 2 pounds in his bucket.
She be skin and bones, girl. I don't
There
know.
had to be 2 pounds in his bucket.
I don't know. It's like Jack Skellington is out there.
So first to drop was Rizzo, second was Emily, third to drop then was Devins, fourth was Suri. Respect to Suri, she made it 6 whole minutes. Okay. Fifth, who was fifth? Was Jeff Probst. Made it to
Yeah.
7.5 minutes, respectfully. Sixth, Christian. Christian beat Jeff. I did not like Christian trying to make a side bet with Jeff. Didn't
Yeah.
like that. Not necessary. And I liked that Jeff was like, no,
Mhm.
no, just gonna ignore your shit, bro.
Mhm.
Christian dropped, then Aubrey, then Steph, then Tiff, then Jonathan dropped,
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
then
I thought he would
Ozzy,
last much longer.
then Joe. Joe won it all. Joe is such a beast, honestly. He was doing one hand grip, swapping to the other hand. Like it
He's a
was like,
firefighter, right?
yeah,
Yeah, it shows.
absolute beast, dude. I mean, and like I said, he was 1 minute away from the record of doing this challenge during his season.
Yeah,
So it
that's
was
crazy.
this challenge was picked and they had the knowledge that Joe's a fucking beast at this challenge.
I liked the chirping from the peanut gallery at Jeff, and I thought Ozzy's was probably the best. I think
Yes,
Ozzy
it
was,
was
like,
so
making
good.
comment where he's
"You
like, "You
gotta
gotta
dig,
dig."
Jeff." Yeah,
Yeah,
so good.
that was good. That was probably, like, the best chirp of the whole challenge.
Yeah, Ozzy crushed that. Jeff admitted that this was Jimmy Fallon's idea to have Jeff partake in a challenge, and this is when I noted Rizzo's long compression socks. I was like, "What the fuck, man? Like, what are we doing long compression sock in this challenge right now? That's kinda crazy."
Girl, I saw it from the first minute he stepped on screen.
So,
I said,
um,
"Riz God, shoot me in the face, please."
Riz God. Then, post challenge after Joe wins, Jeff goes, "All right, somebody's gotta go on a journey. Who wants to go?" And a bunch of hands are raised, and Je Jeff's like, "Joe, you get to decide how they figure this out." And Joe's like, "All right, rock, paper, scissors to figure it out," which I thought was ridiculous, but whatever it takes.
I kinda respected it.
I respected it. I mean, whatever.
I probably would've done the
Needless
same thing,
Yeah, maybe, or,
honestly.
yeah, whatever. I'll take it. And somehow Christian gets to go on this journey, which I
Huh.
thought a little sus,
Huh.
but,
How,
he coulda,
interesting.
like, he's good at math and knowing rock, paper, like, he could know how to rock, paper, scissors
Huh.
really well. There's a science
Yeah, and
to it, I'm
it just
sure.
happens to be a puzzle challenge?
It was a
Huh.
puzzle challenge. Christian, has a challenge from Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon may decide my fate in this game. That was one of the, like, intro things that we saw before this whole season started. We knew that this was supposed to be like a big lead up episode for Christian type thing. So he has to finish this puzzle before the time is up. If you succeed, you get to add one vote to the earn early. If you fail, you bring an envelope back to the tribe, and you have to read out what is said in the envelope in front of everybody. This challenge was difficult. It looked like the things that were going where the rope was going pretty fast.
They were like manhole covers,
Yeah.
which I thought was weird. Like, why we got manhole covers in the middle on a barge in Fiji?
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but
But
it
it
was
did look like he was kinda set up for failure because he really did not have much time at all, it seemed.
yeah, like like it was over halfway done at the point that he had the base figured out. And like that was
Yeah.
like a fourth of it.
Yeah.
So I do feel like he was set up for failure. And I do feel like there is not even close to a person on the tribe that could have done this anyway.
No way.
So
No way.
what
Not
so
even
I'm
any of the
sorry.
eliminated people.
Yeah. So Christian fails. He gets back to the tribe and he goes, "Pretty much most of you guys are here, so I'm just going to go ahead and read this." The note reads, "Because you failed at your journey, you will make history at tonight's tribal council by being the first player to cast a vote against themselves."
Which I'm surprised that's never happened before in Survivor. I feel like there would be
Never.
one, like, sour diva who's just like, "I'm going home," and then, like, would write their name in.
No.
That's
I
surprising.
don't think you I don't think you technically can.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that like I'm not really sure. Don't really know. Nobody, yeah. $1 million at stake, man. Like it's tough to just vote for yourself. Like even when the chips are down, you gotta just toss a vote at someone,
Sure,
but
I
whatever.
get it.
Uh, After Christian reads that aloud, he goes, "And by the way, have I told all of you how much that I love you recently?" Which, fuck you, Christian. That was so disgenuine. Why would you do that? Like,
'Cause
I
it's
know that you're
awkward, he's
trying to make
awkward.
I know you're trying to make light of it. I know you're awkward, but it's not the play, bro. You picked wrong. Christian then goes and gives Jonathan his shot in the dark. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
earlier, Christian just said, like, hey, like I'll do this. Like, I'll do this if that'll help. And Christian just goes, "Of course, I gave it to you. I said I was gonna give it to you. Of course I am. I'm your guy."
See, this made no sense to me. It's like you just learned that you have to there was a guaranteed vote against yourself and it's you,
Yeah.
and you're gonna give away your shot in the dark? And you're a professor.
Stupid. Really, really stupid. And like this episode, Christian completely blew up his entire game. I mentioned it earlier. He did it earlier when he was trying to play too hard, going for Ozzy, going for Jonathan. At this point of the game, too many dogs are in this fight. You need to let chips fall naturally a little bit.
I agree. I
So,
agree. And even I think it was Rizzo called him out in, like, the first scene. It was just like, "Yeah, it was fucking stupid. Why would he do that?"
right. And then Emily doesn't want to see Christian go. So Emily then pitches Ozzy to Tiff and Sari. Why are we not knowing about like, I know, like, Ozzy is still around for a reason. You have to consider that Ozzy's around for a reason, and he's not a floater. So
Nope.
who is he tight with? The fuck?
Read a
Um,
fucking book, Emily. God.
Sari then calls her like Sari then tells Ozzy right after, of course.
Immediately.
Emily, Christian, and
Also, this, like, energy that Tiff had at this moment where she's just like, "Fuck Emily. Fuck this bitch. I hate
yeah,
this bitch. I wanna cut this bitch." I'm like, "Tiff, I love that energy. I
for
stand that
real,
energy,
for real.
but that's not the right move at this time."
Yeah,
And that's what was killing me.
yeah, I agree. So at this point, they're talking, should we just go for Emily then? Because she's the most recent person.
Mhm.
And so Emily, Christian, and Devins are the 3 on the hot seat at this point, which is, in my opinion, that's best case scenario right now. I think that those are the people that should be going home next anyway,
Yeah,
just
I
based
agree.
on vibes, not even based on, whatever. Shout out RIZGOD, the Riz God himself. He says, "We gotta go Christian, not Emily. Trust me. He's already got a vote against himself. He gave up his shot in the dark. It would be ridiculous not to take our shot at him."
I have to agree. I have to agree.
When RIZGOD is the voice of reason, we need to take into consideration something's going on here. Um, but whatever. I agree with you, Riz God. And then we get to Tribal. Tribal opens up with a long Christian monologue. I'm not really gonna get into it. I'm getting sick of Christian this episode. He made a lot of mistakes. He blew up his own game. I don't know if production put things a little out of order for us to, get confused or I don't know. I don't know. If things happened in the chronological order that we're seeing it, it's bizarre how Christian blew up his game.
Yeah.
I I
Yeah.
I kinda I was rooting for Christian early. He was like one of my favorite characters for favorite players that was gonna be in the game, but I feel like he almost tried a little too hard. I feel like I was just disappointed by him. Like his natural self in his season that he's on, season 35, is so epic, man. I hope that you watch it someday. It's so epic. He doesn't win, but just his genuine self is awesome.
Yeah.
And I did feel some disgenuine, and I know it's hard to be not in this season 50 with all of these big
Yeah.
players and everything. And it's also hard to like know like when I should tone it down. And when you have that kind of, oh, everybody loves my crazy antics. Everybody loves that I'm this anticy guy, you
Right,
know?
it's different when you have fame, when you have, a fan base and you have, like, a perception about you that you need to uphold or whatever. It's like, I
Yeah.
this is an all-star season, like, Survivor 50 is an all-star season, so these are all people that have fans that have been through this shit before, and that all is coming into play, and perhaps, like anybody, it gets in your head, and for Christian, it seems that was very evident.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but that's okay. That's okay. It's part of the
It's
game
like
at this day and
this is
age.
his, listener, if you listen to our other podcast, Sofa Tomatoes, we talk about how much money it would take to corrupt us,
Yeah.
and For Christian, it doesn't seem like it took that much.
It's not money for Christian at this point, it's how much fame it would take to corrupt him, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he's probably
How much
what
admiration, how much, like, people can like him.
yeah, like, he's plenty well off. Like, he's got 2 doctorates, he's a professor
Yeah,
at
he's like a
University of Tampa,
robotics, like,
robotic
bigwig
genius.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, like, money's not the thing for him. I think that it's a certain amount of fame that turned him into, like, a little bit of disgenuine in front of the camera. Maybe in person, he's not, I'm sure, but in front of the camera, he's trying
Right.
hard, playing into this thing, and I would say Devins is doing the same thing in a different to a different level, respectfully.
100%. 100%. Devins is probably the most produced character I've ever seen on this show.
Yeah. So, um, we get the Christian monologue, we get lots of basic tribal talk. I'm not gonna really get into it. I didn't take that many notes on the tribal. Like I said, my notes get sloppy at the end of this episode. I wasn't impressed, I wasn't locked in. Most of the
There
juice
wasn't
happened earlier.
yeah, it wasn't anything crazy.
At this point, it's
I want Jeff or, like, somebody to, like I need questions about, like, "Why are you a bitch?" Like, I need that kind of energy. I don't need this, like, "How does it what is it like when Christian has to vote for himself, Suri? How does that change the game?" No, I don't want those kinds of questions. I want, like, "Christian, why did you go up to this person and say this, and then go up to that person and say that?" Like, I want more direct questions. Everything's
yeah.
so broad.
Yeah, Jeff should be like, "So I hear you're stirring the pot over at Tribal. What exactly happened over there?"
Right,
You know?
I need it to be more directed, more poignant,
I agree.
more
I
matter of
agree.
fact.
Dude, Australian Survivor is nuts with that shit. They are so direct and good with it. Oh my god. It's amazing.
Because if that's what this show is now, if this is like a pure social game, those questions need to be more
Prevalent.
than just give me a broad feeling.
Yeah, I agree. So, blah blah blah, time to vote. Christian then goes and votes for himself, and he said he looks forward to Jimmy Fallon's apology, which he got, by the way. He was on Jimmy Fallon last night, and
Oh,
he got an apology from Jimmy.
wow, that's
The
nice.
votes come out.
Does every
Christian,
person eliminated go on Jimmy Fallon?
the one that gets screwed by Jimmy Fallon, will get on
Goes
Jimmy
on
Fallon
Jimmy
for
Fallon?
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, Christian gets 5 votes. Devins gets 3 votes. Ozzy gets 2 votes. Jonathan gives Christian his shot in the dark back after he's voted out. Goodbye, Christian. You are a beloved character. You're a beloved player. You will still go down as a beloved player in the Survivor verse. I hope this is your last time on Survivor. Um, unless like you commit to just playing a little bit more of a genuine toned down version of the game. I don't like this. Um, I don't want Survivor meets traders. I like US traders. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Every 5 seasons, we do a little all-star, we do a little special thing, fine. For the 50th, it's a little special, fine. I'm enjoying it. I'm not hating it, but I'm still critical of it. It's uh whatever. Bye,
I don't know,
Christian.
it seems like a victory lap season. I'm gonna keep repeating that
Yeah,
throughout the pod. It's just
for
seems
sure.
like that's the vibe, and that's fine. Like I've said, it that like this show deserves its victory lap for how long it's been doing its thing.
Yeah,
But just don't gaslight me and tell me that it's my reason that it's the fans that are making it so shitty.
yeah.
Don't gaslight me.
Looking forward to the next episode. Mr. Beast will be there.
Ugh.
Mr. Beast, it's called the Mr. Beast Beware Advantage, which I like it a beware advantage. Do you know what the beware advantage is, Mike?
No, I don't, but it sounds scary.
The beware advantage is a high risk reward hidden immunity idol. By taking it, you lose your vote at tribal council until specific, often public conditions are met to activate that idol. Um, and then like that idol, it usually does something big. Let's see. Strategic. It forces the holder to act uniquely at challenges, revealing they have an advantage. It can be a massive disadvantage if the holder cannot activate the idol type of thing. Uh, I forget what it does exactly though, but either way, it could be big. It could change the game, but all they really said was a lot of drama this next episode. It's a lot of you bitch this you. It's Emily drama. It might be some Tiff drama and Aubrey. I think those are the three ladies that they show some drama coming next episode. So bring it on. I
Yeah,
kind of want it. I live for it. I
real
live for
cat
that
fight
shit.
rare. I just want to say fuck Mr. Beast.
Yeah, I'm down.
I don't
I'm not on
appreciate
Mr. Beast.
his I
I'm
don't
not pro
appr
Mr. Beast.
I don't appreciate his presence. I would very much, I would be very much okay with him disappearing from the collective consciousness of humanity.
Yeah.
Listener, you should look up. Do you know who Rosanna Pansino is?
No.
She's like an OG YouTuber. She would do, I think her show was called like Nerdy Nummies. She would like make cakes, and it was like very much like gamer, uh, girl makes cakes kind of energy. Really cute woman, like super sweet.
Oh yeah.
And I guess she did a show, like she participated in one of his shows, and he did her dirty. And she reaches out to him and she's like, "Hey, I like why did you do me so dirty?" And then he wouldn't respond to her and she was like it was a whole she did a whole deep dive on her YouTube channel about how shitty this Mr. Beast kid is.
Yeah.
And then
Doesn't surprise me.
there's some shady ties with I believe this person has left their organization, but it was a friend of theirs who was I don't think they were ever indicted or any charges were pressed against them, but it was discovered that they were doing some grooming behaviors on young children.
Oh no.
Yeah, and some
Mm.
shady group chats amongst that organization.
No, 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 no.
So I don't stand the beast. I don't appreciate his presence in mainstream media, and I will continue to speak against his presence. I'm so sorry.
No, I'm with you. I'm not pro Mr. Beast. I'm anti actually. So,
Yeah,
but if you gave me
yeah.
$1,000,000, I'd take it.
10 million,
Or
listener.
yeah, I'd take a half mil.
If Mr. Beast gave me $10 million, I will join the organization. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. Well, your move, Mr. Beast.
Your move. I think his name's Jimmy.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, you guys. I once again, I'm going to reiterate, this was probably one of the best episode of the season so far. I do think the next episode will get a little bit of not with Mr. Beast, but without Christian. I think it's going to be a much different vibe around the drama camp. I don't think it'll be as, I don't know. I don't know.
I just
Do you
I
want to
hope it
take it?
gets real
Do you want to take a guess?
spicy.
Do you want to take a guess who you think's going to go home next week?
Devins or Emily?
Devins or Emily? There's also a world where Joe doesn't win an individual immunity and they got to take a shot to get rid of him so he doesn't,
Mhm.
like it's getting to that point where if you let the challenge beasts through, they might not stop losing and you might not be able to vote them out.
No, it's true. It's true.
And if somehow Joe can make it to the finals, he might have learned from his last tribal where he didn't fight for himself, and he might be prepared to try to turn some heads. I'm not sure how well he'll be able to do it, but he'll be able to say some shit. I think he'll fight for himself a little bit more after the result of his season. So anyway,
We shall
thanks for
see.
tuning in, you guys. Yeah, let's do it again next week, you guys. Shall we? Shall we? Fuck it.
Shall
Um.
we?
Anyways, peace, you guys. Lots of love.
Okay, bye. Love you all.